as you can see, of course, follower number has drastically dropped. Relive a dead account or start one from scratch to prove that Instagram isn't dead even today. So comment a burger if we are reliving Nom Nom. We can't see some accounts. Have you noticed that even though you're following certain people, they're not showing up on your profile feed? So to go back, let's talk about Instagram back then and Instagram now. In February 2017, I believe it was, we started out our first Instagram account, right? Like besides like our personal ones, and it was a food blog, okay? Nom Nom Around the World. Let me just pull it up in a sec. So Nom Nom Around the World got to about, so right now it's at 13.8 thousand. At that moment, I think we got up to like 20,000, and that was in less than a year of posting, okay? That happened in 2017. What did we do? Obviously, we posted consistently. We posted very engaging, like eye-catching content. It was this like tremendous food stuff that we would go out and try around Miami, and we would post that, and it grew like this. Honestly, it's how we built our agency. So definitely a lot of stuff attributes back to that food blog. But if we talk just about Instagram, in just a year, you can see the tremendous growth. We didn't do much of like a strategy. We were just posting food content. We barely used stories back then because if I'm not mistaken, at that moment is when they were kind of just coming out or something similar to that. And other than that, it was just mostly posting and engaging with everybody that would comment and everybody that would send messages. Now, the next Instagram account was TDC's account, which is our agency where we would actually post all the work that we were doing with our local clients, creating their content, crafting their strategy, doing like consulting for these local brick and mortars. And that Instagram profile currently today has about 6,300 followers. At that moment, I think the peak that we got to was about 8,000, of course. These accounts have been super inactive for over 2 years now. So as you can see, of course, follower number has drastically dropped, but the peak here in this account was probably about 8,000. Now, that happened also in 1 year, and that was actually in 2019 or 2018, if I'm not mistaken. What did we do here? We obviously did a very different strategy from the food content. Here, we were really providing value and showcasing our work. So the videos, the photos that we would take for these businesses that we were working with. Now, if we look at my personal Instagram page, which I started less than 2 years ago, right now has about 1,700 followers. And obviously here I'm using the strategy that I tell you guys to entertain, educate, and sell. And my primary goal is to obviously get awareness to my business. But as we can see, comparing, the growth has definitely changed over the years, yet the same amount or maybe even more people are on Instagram today. So what's going on? Is it possible to still grow in the way that accounts used to grow back then? Obviously, the strategies have changed. So what should we be doing if we do want to be using Instagram for our business and to get seen? Instagram has released so many new features since then. We had the addition of IGTVs, IG stories, IG reels, guides. I mean, so many things. Could that possibly be the reason why now the visibility and the growth has become a lot slower and has decreased in comparison to back then? One thing that is 100% certain is that even though the algorithms change, the back end changes, the coding changes, the appearance changes, one thing that doesn't change is that on the other side of the screen, no matter what happens, we're always reaching humans, okay? And that is something that is super important, that sometimes when we're in there digging deep and getting our whiteboards out and planning and creating strategies and crafting, it has happened that we forget that we're reaching humans, and we forget that we have to put in that human aspect into our strategy. That's why you see so many different Instagram accounts growing today, because yes, it can still happen, growing today in so many different aspects because there isn't just one road to grow. So here's what I think, and my personal thoughts is that there is a bit too much going on right now, right? We have all these different platforms, we have all kinds of people teaching different things, showing different things, entertaining, we have fashion, food, we have so many things on Instagram. Basically anything and everything is on Instagram, which is absolutely amazing, but we have to make sure that in a crowd, we're standing out, right? My Instagram is standing out, your Instagram is standing out, your brand's Instagram is standing out. And how are you going to do that? Each person has to do it in their own different way. And think about what you're consuming. Are you even consuming? Because I know there are times where I'm not consuming. And when I am consuming, I'm very, very, very careful of who and what I'm consuming from. And I have seasons where I mute everyone and then I unmute certain people depending on exactly what I'm looking for. So there's a season where I'm super, super into workouts and eating clean and this and that and blah, blah, blah. So that's the people that I'm consuming, like not only their content, but their stories where it's more interactive, where I'm literally living, seeing, and connecting to this person on the other side of the screen. So think about who you are connecting with and think about what aspect they have that creates that connection that you want to be a part of. And I don't think it's too late. If there are people on the platform, and especially that quantity of people, right? Because we're not just talking about hundreds, we're talking about millions and billions of people on a platform. There's definitely ways for you to get the most out of it, for you to grow, for you to build your awareness, for you to show whatever it is you want to show. There is still a way. But behind all the technical things, behind the hashtags, the visibility, the keywords, the alt text, which I have tons of videos on that explain how to do that, you have to think about what makes you stand out, what's that content that's connecting, and think about what Instagram is. Instagram is a platform that builds community, okay? If you're trying to use it as your primary platform to get found, then I think you should rethink your strategy and go to another platform where you can actually get found and use this as a platform that builds up your community. So platforms that you can get found if you're looking to go the paid traffic route. So obviously Facebook ads, Google ads, that's how you gain your awareness. And then as you cultivate, you bring them into your audience. My favorite route, of course, if you're going with organic content, YouTube. Searchability, use that searchability. When you create searchable content, it's a lot easier for people to connect and then to jump into a community platform, okay? And if we're talking about searchable content, of course, there's many different types of content. You can do it in a blog post, you can do it in a video. The reason why I concentrate on video is because one, it's on the rise. We're consuming more and more videos, and as you can see, most of the platforms are turning into video because it's what's thriving currently. Number two, as humans, we connect a lot different when it's through video rather than through text and even through audio. So think about how you're using Instagram and make sure that you're reshaping it to be your community building platform. And you know what? Let's put it to the test. How about a challenge? We have 3 accounts. We have 3 options. We have Nom Nom, right? Which has been inactive for over 3 years. We have TDC's profile, which has been inactive for 2 years, and we can even do this challenge starting from scratch in a new profile. So what do you say? I'm gonna challenge myself depending on what you guys comment down below, okay? So that we can either relive a dead account or start one from scratch to prove that Instagram isn't dead even today. So comment a burger if we are reliving Nom Nom. Comment a smiley face if we are bringing TDC back to life on Instagram. Or comment the gift emoji if we're starting one from scratch. It's up to you. I'm gonna be looking at the comments down below to see what you guys wanna see. And at the end of the day, this is a challenge. I'll do it for 30 days. We'll see what's going on, if reliving an account is even possible. So I'm waiting for your comments down below, and I'll let you guys know of the winner through Instagram stories.